Hello and welcome to Nowhere. My name is Trish and I'm the creator behind Nowhere Novelties. All cups do not have to be completely glittered to be beautiful. Sometimes you want a little bit of a glitter aspect, but really you want a beautiful vinyl to be the focal point of the cup. So today I'm going for a really ethereal, kind of cloudy, mystical kind of design with a beautiful kind of watercolor vinyl and a double stripe with a little bit of ombre glitter. This one is beautiful and really easy to customize if you have a favorite pattern vinyl in your inventory. So if you're ready, let's strap in and shoot for the stars. I am using another 30-ounce thick from Makerflow Crafts, and this is the vinyl that I'm using. It's from the Flynn sisters collaboration with Auntie Tay's designs. I'm measuring the cup first just so I can get the height of the vinyl that I need, and I have that trimmed down. And basically we're going to apply this full wrap style. Get a little hinge method going, just taking like about a ½ inch to a full inch of the backing paper off of the vinyl, lining that nice and straight onto the tumbler. And I did wrap just to make sure it was going to line up where it needed to be. It didn't. So I pulled it off and kind of straightened it back up where I needed it. One more check, and then you will start to push your backing paper slowly off of the cup. I like to basically push from the center out to each end of the cup. That helps to get the vinyl laid nice and flat with minimal bubbles. The process takes a little bit of finesse. The good thing about this is that the base or the cup is not base painted, so you don't have to worry about like lifting any spray paint. So if you have to reposition the vinyl to remove bubbles or to straighten it up, you can do that. You can also use the wet method application, which is basically just like a little bit of soapy water sprayed on the cup. And that makes the vinyl reposition really easily. I personally think I can get the vinyl onto the cup nice and straight, so I don't use the wet method because then you have to get all of the moisture out from underneath the vinyl. So this works out for me. Make sure you cut off your excess here, right along the line where the vinyl meets and overlaps. The next step for this design is to start taping off where we're going to create our little like double stripe for the glitter application. So I'm taking a like 1.5 inch wide piece of tape and laying that in like the swirl pattern I want, and then doing 3 1-inch or almost 1-inch tape sections back to back to back, and then lining that with another piece of the thicker tape. And basically in just a second you're going to see me mark the tape. The outer 2 thinner strips of tape are going to be cut out. So I'm going to mark cut here and do an X in the center. So those cut marks are actually where I'm going to take an X-Acto knife and literally cut out that vinyl piece where the tape is. So I'm going to cut along the tape line and then take that whole strip of vinyl off so that I can base paint that section for my glitter application. Now, I personally decided on an ombre for my glitter because I liked the gold aspects of the vinyl that I chose, the pattern vinyl. So I wanted gold in there, but I also wanted like a nice deep rich purple. I had some really pretty glitter colors in mind for this, and I chose a portion of the vinyl where I knew if I like cut out these strips, the like design basically would still be cohesive of the patterned vinyl. So I don't know if you can see on that center stripe where the X is, it still has a larger portion of the kind of like gold flake, if you want to call it that, in the patterned vinyl that you can still see. So I like that the design of the patterned vinyl is still there. So I spray painted the cup with all of the vinyl protected, a gold and a purple. So I'm using Golden Shores and Flynn, the Flynn Sisters collab with Peachy Olive Glitters. I'm doing the epoxy method application for the glitter. So I'm getting just a very, very thin layer of epoxy applied to the cup. This is fast set epoxy, so I knew that it was going to cure really fast, so I can get another layer of epoxy over this. And I'm just going to sprinkle my gold on first to the edge of the tumbler, and then tilt the cup up and start to sprinkle down into like the ombre transition area. Now Flynn is a beautiful, like deep, rich, like wine purple color with a lot of shape or sizes of glitter flakes. So I did have to press this down. You kind of see me tapping the edges, but I was going to go back in with something a little better to get those chunkier pieces to lay down. But this is a beautiful color, and I love the way that the Flynn, the purple with the gold combine and give a really soft, beautiful ombre. So here I'm using, it's actually a piece of backing paper from vinyl. So I'm just tapping this flat to ensure that none of the chunkier pieces of glitter are poking up. It allows for a lot smoother of an epoxy application, so you don't have to worry about pieces sticking up. So here's the cup after I believe a single layer of epoxy. I went in with this textured kind of champagne gold pinstriping to outline the glitter stripes. I wanted those to kind of be offset a little bit. It just makes for like a cleaner look overall on the cup. You could definitely omit the pinstriping portion if you'd like. It's not necessary. I just like to clean up any bits of the glitter that might have not made a nice sharp edge. This is a beautiful white ink clear cast decal from Banff Custom Creations. Like I mentioned in the intro, I was really going for like an ethereal look. So I liked this like moon and celestial sticker to go along with the look. I have 30 milliliters of epoxy mixed here. I added about like 2.5 milliliters to each of those medicine cups off to the side of the cup. And I'm applying the rest of the epoxy onto the cup like I normally would for a layer. Now I'm going in and adding gold alcohol ink, white alcohol ink, and a violet interference powder, and then a lavender powder pigment as well to these medicine cups. And then I'm taking a little gloved finger and like finger painting on these colors. I started with the purple, and I'm only doing it here in the section, the larger like vinyl section, to create like dimension. I knew these colors were not highly pigmented. I really wanted like a soft, diffused, cloudy look. So I knew these colors were going to like disappear in a sense. Almost they, start to diffuse as the epoxy cures and the tumbler turns. So that was okay. I really just wanted to add depth to the the vinyl underneath. I loved the watercolor look of the vinyl, so I kind of just wanted to like enhance it with some of these micas and alcohol inks. Once this coat of epoxy was dry, I did go over it with at least one more coat. I might have done two once it was smooth, and this cup is beautiful and finished. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye now.